Well, there's a popular car manufacturer with a big problem. Some cars are bursting into flames, while others are stopping dead on busy freeways. Lucky to escape uninjured, these families want answers.
This shouldn't happen. This shouldn't happen to anybody.
But it did. Sumit Chug's Hyundai Tucson burst into flames on the open road.
Fire can make you panic. Like, that big is too much.
How does it catch on fire? How does a car self-combust in a garage?
Anne Johnston's Hyundai i30 Trophy caught fire in the garage, setting the house alight.
Hyundai were very lucky that day that nobody was seriously harmed.
I was driving home from work. It was a busy M1, and at 110 kilometers per hour, engine just failed.
Marco Bertic was driving his Hyundai i45 Active on one of Australia's busiest motorways when the engine seized.
So I had to merge from the far right lane all the way to the emergency lane. I almost got hit by a truck.
We started receiving a strange amount of Hyundai engine complaints.
Joe Ucukalo is CEO of Handle My Complaint, a business that helps consumers resolve issues. Joe says she has 30 complaints about Hyundai.
I've been dealing with consumer complaints for 10 years now, and I can say I've never come across a situation where a company has fobbed off more consumers for such serious issues.
Look, I was actually expecting Hyundai going to replace my vehicle until they responded like, no, we're not doing anything.
Sumit Chug's brother-in-law was driving his Tucson when it caught fire. He managed to get out of the car and videoed the blaze. Sumit says he bought his new car in 2017 and it was still under warranty when this happened in February. Sumit also says his car was one of those recalled by Hyundai in 2021 because of possible engine fires and apparently fixed. 9 months later, this happens.
Well, they only inspected the vehicle. That's the only job they've done. Apart from that, nothing. No, not at all. They never even apologized for what happened.
We all have the right to be safe. We buy these vehicles thinking we're driving around in something safe.
Anne Johnston was eating lunch when her Hyundai i45 Trophy caught fire in the garage a year ago.
I grabbed the fire extinguisher that was in the kitchen because you plan for kitchen fires, you don't plan for car fires.
The single mum of two says she ended up fighting the fire with a garden hose until the fire brigade arrived. She says her car was 8 years old and regularly serviced and was under an extended warranty. But when this happened, she says Hyundai were no help.
I have sent an emails, I have contacted them through Messenger, I have contacted them on their Facebook page publicly, and no answers.
These were serious complaints, and the customers just weren't getting answers from Hyundai.
I didn't have any steering power or brakes become stiff, so I was struggling to avoid all the trucks and cars.
When Marco Bertic's Hyundai i45 Active engine failed on the busy M1 between Brisbane and the Gold Coast, he was forced to pull over.
I was actually in a shock and disbelief that this has actually occurred.
Marco's partner Nina Persson says they bought their Hyundai second-hand and later found out it had been part of a recall in 2017, but passed its inspection.
We have a dead car with a seized engine that now we can't do anything about it.
The couple had to buy another car because they say Hyundai wouldn't help them.
They treated us like second-class citizens.
There was no responsibility. They took no interest in our safety.
Daniel John says the engine on his 2012 Hyundai i35 failed in February last year. He says it took Hyundai 8 months to find the engine had seized and would have to be replaced, and offer 50% of the cost of the failed components.
The quote was actually about $15,000, and that's after the discount, which the vehicle is probably only worth about the same sort of money. I ended up, eventually we got another engine put in through my local mechanic again, and he's done the job for about $8,000, so it's a big difference.
Even when Hyundai is offering replacement engines, many owners are rejecting them because they're concerned about the safety of the engines themselves.
Nina and Marco say it was only after Joe became involved in their case that Hyundai offered to replace their engine in their old car. But they're reluctant to accept the repairs and sell it to someone else.
So I don't want to pass this ticking bomb to someone else.
We're significantly financially out of pocket, and every time I start the car, I don't know if it's going to be the last time.
As for Sumit and Anne, they both had to claim insurance and got market value for their destroyed Hyundais.
Only thing they were replying me is, go to your insurance company, go to your insurance company. That's it, nothing else.
There's just too many what ifs. Are they waiting until they are held responsible, accountable for a death?
We believe Hyundai is treating their customers with contempt, but more importantly, we believe they're ignoring a potentially fatal issue with their engines.
Would you buy another Hyundai?
Definitely
No,
not.
never.
Never, ever.
No, I hope not, never again.
Late today, Hyundai responded to those customers' claims, saying that in at least 3 of the cases, the issues weren't due to manufacturing defects. The company also said the safety of its customers is and has always been its #1 priority. The full statement is on our website.